Storm going around. So I just got home and it's actually snowing today. But the theme of this video is self-trust, and I was literally just talking to ChatGPT, and as I was talking to ChatGPT, I was like, I really want to film a video on this whole message. So I want to start off with this message saying, self-trust isn't a feeling, it is a practice. And Chat said that, and I was like, hold on, Chat, you kind of ate with that one. And I just want to get into like why I'm saying this. So first, last night we had a movie night with my family. We watched Bad Boys for Life, and like the themes that I've been feeling this week, I've really been feeling strong, very potent energy just surrounding self-trust, surrounding like releasing external validation, releasing external like need for external things to make me feel validated or to help me trust myself or anything like that. Like I've just been really in this mood of like, I don't give a F about what people think. That's just been like my mood. Like I'm going to pursue my dreams. I'm going to pursue my desires. I genuinely believe in the things that I'm doing and the things that I'm pursuing. And if you don't understand that, and if you don't get that, then whoop-de-doo. Like that's just been the energy and the mood that I've personally been in for the past week. And I feel like it's just a theme with the Leo full moon that's happening tomorrow, because I'm filming this on January 31st. Leo full moon is tomorrow on the 1st of February. So that's just kind of been my mood. And I've been going through a lot like these past weeks. And I said that I was going to film a video talking about it. This is not that video, but I will tell you guys like what's been going on. I think my next video is going to be about patience, because that's also been a lesson that my ancestors have been trying to teach me. And I have a crazy freaking story time for you guys. So I will film that. And maybe that'll be my next video. But I was watching Bad Boys for Life. And if you've seen Bad Boys, the last Bad Boys, I feel like the main theme around that movie was getting one of the main characters who Will Smith played. For some reason, I can't think of his name in the movie. It might have been Mike. Like getting him to trust himself, because in that movie, there was a lot of tough decisions that he had to make. But his best friend kept on, which was, what is his name? Martin Lawrence. That's his real name as an actor. Was just trying to get him to know that like you just need to trust yourself and trust that everything is going to be okay. Like I know it's hard. I know that things are hard right now, but just trust that everything is going to be okay. And I feel like that has been like what my guides have been trying to tell me, or that's just been like a theme in my life that I really wanted to like share on this channel. Because in that movie, as I was watching it, I just was like, wow, this is so beautiful, seeing it all play out, of him going and having to make tough decisions, and at the end when he was like had the shot on the guy that had kidnapped his wife and stuff, and he just wasn't trusting himself to take the shot, and he had been having panic attacks and all this throughout the whole time that they were going through all this craziness. And his friend kept on saying, just trust yourselves. And then it was like it took his friend telling him that he's not a bad person, and that just because you do bad things, that doesn't make you a bad person. One experience or one decision that you made in your life doesn't define your whole entire human existence, or doesn't define who you are as a human being. And I feel like 444 on my timer. And I feel like that's so important. Like, I feel like us as human beings, sometimes we can get into this such self-loathing and self-distrust within ourselves because of one decision or how we reacted or acted during a certain situation one time, that we felt like we currently at the state that we are in right now don't agree with how we reacted to that. And then now we're beating ourselves up about it, and we're defining ourselves based off of one decision or one thing that we did. And it's just like, one thing that you did does not define your whole entire human experience. And we go through different experiences to teach us so that when it comes back around again, we have the knowledge to know how to do better. We're human beings having a human experience. We're not going to know everything. We're not going to be perfect. And I think that's a beautiful thing about life, that we aren't perfect, that we're able to come on this earth and learn and grow as individuals. That's what we are here to do. And just because, goes back to my last video talking about worthiness of, and if you haven't watched that video, go watch that video after this video. Talking about worthiness, it's like, just because you did something that you might not agree with doesn't mean that you're not worthy of doing anything, or you're not worthy of making a good decision, or you're not worthy of just everything that you desire, period. And I feel like in my life, it's just like, I've done things where I'm like, when I look back now and with the level of intelligence that I have right now, a decision that I made a year ago, 2 years ago, I probably wouldn't do it or handle the situation the same like I did then. But I'm starting to not like self-loathe and feel guilty because I handled the situation like I did, because I needed those situations to happen to help me to build the intelligence that I have right now to know that I'm not going to make that same decision. Like, does that make sense? So I'm starting to feel more grateful for the experiences in my life that I, in the past, regretted. Like, I'm starting to feel more grateful because I feel like it helped me on this journey of trusting myself. And I'm also starting to see that there are going to be hard decisions. Like, I'm growing into my adulthood. I'm in my 20s. I'm only 21 years old. And as though I've gone through a lot of different experiences, I feel like there's so much more life and so much more experiences that I have to experience. And it's going to be hard. And lately, the adulting has been adulting. And I've just been really hard on myself. But I've also been proud of myself because I've been just trusting. Like, I've really just been allowing myself to trust that everything is going to be okay. And I feel like when I talk to my guides, and when I talk to, whether you talk to God or whoever you confide in spiritually, or whatever you are on your spiritual journey, like, when you really start to have a relationship with the spirit realm in whatever way that you do, you start to realize that if you really do trust in that, and then trust in yourself, everything is going to be okay. Even if something happens where you have to make a difficult decision, because that has been the theme. Like, I feel like, I don't know. I'm new to this channeling thing because I feel like that's one of my spiritual gifts. And I'm new to it. And this YouTube channel is me channeling and seeing if that resonates with people. But also, I channel within my own self. And my thing is, I've been channeling very strongly within myself, or it could be a collective thing. I don't know. If you resonate with this, just let me know. That there are going to be hard decisions that you are going to have to make. And there are going to be things that you're really going to have to sit down with. But you have to trust in yourself that you can make the correct decision, or the right decision, or a decision that, okay, yes, come on, son. A decision that is going to help you elevate on your journey, or it's going to be in your highest good. And just trust that every decision that you make is for your highest good, is for your higher purpose, because you know what is best for you. And if you trust in the spiritual realms that you believe in, if you trust in your guides, if you trust in God, if you trust in your ancestors, if you trust in the universe, then you should have no fear that even if something happens and it doesn't go necessarily your way, as long as you're trusting that you are always walking in alignment for your path, it's always going to figure itself out. And that is what I got from the message of the movie. Even when he had a moment of distrust where he didn't trust himself, and then it turned into chaos, and then there was a tower moment, if you're into tarot and you guys understand that aspect. You're going to have tower moments in your life. When you don't trust yourself, it does lead to tower moments. But tower moments are always lessons. They're always things and chaos that happens that needs to be brought out into the light to show you where you need to grow, or to show you what areas of your life that you need to trust yourself. And in the movie, when that chaos happened and he finally snapped back into it, and once he realized, okay, I trust in myself, I trust in my abilities, I've been doing this. I have the credentials. I have the experience. I have the characteristics of everything that I want to be. So why am I withholding this distrust within myself because of things that have happened in the past that I'm blaming myself for? Because that's mainly what it is. Us human beings, we have trust issues, and some people think that trust issues are just trust issues with external things or external people. But those trust issues that you have that reflect in your relationships also reflect in the relationship with yourself. If you say that you are a person with trust issues, please know that those trust issues are also reflecting in the way that you trust yourself as well. There's no, like, people like to project and not take accountability, and that's one thing that I freaking hate. Because one thing about me, especially now, I think that accountability is very important, and that's one of my, like, I would say, core values in life is accountability. I will take accountability for the things that I do, and a lot of people like to project and not take accountability for things. And it's just like, you can't project and say you have trust issues but blame it on other people. If you have trust issues, 9 times out of 10 you don't trust yourself as well because you have trust issues. But it's okay, because we're on this journey to learn, to heal, and to grow. So once you realize that you have those trust issues, how can we now elevate and help trust ourselves? Because when you trust in yourself, you naturally know and you use your discernment on who you can choose to trust when it comes to outside people and external things. And once we really, and from the movie, what I got from is, once you actually lock in and trust within yourself and what you want to do and what you feel you actually are worthy of, and start trusting in that and trusting in your worth and getting that, trusting in the path that you're moving towards, then you will be shocked on how things will just fall into alignment because you have decided to trust yourself, even if you had those chaotic moments. Because those tower moments, those chaotic moments, those moments that you try to use to try to, like, guilt yourself into thinking that you're not worthy or you can't trust yourself and can't trust your intuition, those are the moments that are supposed to bring you closer within yourself, because there's something there that you need to learn and grow from. And that's why that those things happen. And I'm a victim of this. And like I said, there's certain things stories that I want to tell you guys about that's happened in the past 2 weeks that I kind of want to do for a different kind of message. But I've literally been having, I will say, I've been having experiences in my life that have been a bit of tower moments that have been making me feel like really challenging my own self-perception of myself and things that I've been working on within myself, especially financially. I just feel like the time that we're going through right now, like, it's just like a hard time for everyone financially. Like, it's just like a whole lot of craziness going on in the world. So I feel like that aspect and my self-identity and my worth and those things tied around my finances have been really, really, really triggered at this time. But I've also been proud of myself, because though I have been feeling triggered throughout this time, throughout certain situations, I've also been very, like, they loud music. I don't know if y'all can hear that, but, and it's Mariah the Scientist. Don't sue me, but I don't really care for her music. Yeah, so where was I? That really threw me off. Because I'm talking about somebody. I need to stop talking about Mariah the Scientist. She is a fellow Scorpio. But what was I saying? No! I literally lost my train of thought. But anyways, I'll just end this message off with self-trust is not something you're born with. It's not a feeling. It's a practice. We have to practice how to, and this is what I was saying. Though I've been going through 1444 on my timer. As soon as I recollect my train of thought, as I've been going through these things, I've been really proud of myself, because I've been wanting to fall back into my hole of self-loathing, of just self-procrastination, of giving up, of not believing, of not trusting in myself. And I have not allowed myself. When I tell you guys, it's been so loud. My shadow version of myself has been screaming so much degrading things to me throughout the things that I've been going through. And I've literally been having to feel like I'm reparenting myself, or like healing my inner child, or reparenting my inner child in a way of like, no, you're okay. You're allowed to make mistakes. You're allowed to grow from them. You're still worthy of everything you desire. Believe within yourself. Everything is going to be okay. You are worthy. As y'all can see, I have a lot of things around worth and self-worth. So, like, I have to remind myself that I'm worthy of everything I desire, because I just feel like when you're someone who feels so deeply and so passionate about certain things, and you see it so clearly, and it's not happening within the quickness that you want it, it's really easy to fall into this hole of despair mentally, that you like, the reason that it's not working out is because it's something wrong with you. And it's like, it's nothing wrong with you. It's just that everybody's journey is different, and there are certain things that you have to go on throughout your journey that is going to help you, because you're building something. One thing that I've been getting specifically for me, and this might help somebody, is that I'm building something stable. I'm building a stable foundation. So when you're building something stable that's meant to grow into a legacy, that's meant to grow into something, then it's going to take time. It's not going to happen instantly. You're not going to be an overnight success, because you're building something with stability. And when you building something with stability, it's going to take time. Something like, I'm just going to, because this example is going in my head, but something like Walmart. Like, Walmart wasn't something that happened overnight. Walmart wasn't a successful business overnight. It took time. They had to build stability. There's certain things that I'm sure the owner of Walmart had to learn before he can grow and scale his company to where it is now, where I'm pretty sure that he's dead. Don't quote me on this, but I think the owner of Walmart is dead, and that it's still feeding money for generations and generations and generations. And I'm not saying that I want to be the next Walmart, but I'm just saying, if you have something in your mind that you genuinely believe in, do not let these tower moments, these chaotic moments, or these hard decisions steer you away from not trusting in yourself, that you are still meant to be there. Okay? You are still worthy, and you are still meant for everything that you want in this life. No matter what tower moments are happening, no matter what chaotic things are going on in your life, it's just happening for a reason, for a season, and to teach you something, so you can grow, so you can be even more fit, so that when that thing that you're manifesting comes into light, you know how to hold it properly. Point blank, period. That's all it is. Okay? So I love you guys so much. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. I've been wanting to film a video so bad, but my camera has just been so like weird lately, and I have to go get my phone fixed because I film on my phone. So I'm literally filming on my front camera, so the quality is probably not as good, but luckily the sun is out. So usually when the sun is out, it makes the quality better. And my front camera decided to work today, because lately it's really been hit or miss. But thank you so much. As always, I'll link all my other social medias, Instagram, TikToks, all of that in the link below. I am having an event on February 13th for my people in the Atlanta, Georgia location, Sound Bowls and Poles. If you want to connect with like-minded women, if you want to heal yourself through movement, through sound, this is the perfect event for you. So please come to my event. One thing I do want to say about my event that I feel like is so important is that I've been watching like old videos of myself, like from when I was starting my pole journey, and like this time last year is when I realized that I wanted to be an instructor. So this has been a year of me like locking in on this is something that I wanted to do. And I think it's so beautiful that I'm having my first ever pole event, like pole class. Well, this is an event. This is not just a class. It's a whole experience that I'm so excited for. But my first ever pole experience event is going to be at the studio that I feel as though it's not that my first ever my first class wasn't at the studio, but my alter ego, my flow, and how I decided that I wanted to be an instructor, or where I found myself in that way, where I found my alter ego elix, is going to be at that studio. So I'm just like so excited. Like I feel like that's so full circle that I'm having my first pole event at the same space where I found myself as a pole dancer. So if you just want to be a part of that experience with me, please make sure I will link it in the description below. I just got approved on YouTube, so I can actually put my links down now and not just my ads. And remember to trust yourself, because you are beautiful. You're a beautiful human being, and you are meant for everything that you desire. And I can't wait to bloom together. And I'm so happy that we are blooming together. And thank you for watching this video. I love you. Please leave a comment if this resonated with you. Okay? Bye.